Pro Football player Travis Kelce is pressed for time during the football season. So he does two things at once. Whether it's grilling while mowing.
Two things at once!
Or getting this season's updated COVID-19 shot at the same visit as his flu shot.
Two things at once.
You can be like Travis and ask your pharmacist about getting this season's COVID-19 shot at the same visit as your flu shot, if you're due for both, as recommended by the CDC. Learn more and schedule at VaxAssist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Thanks for tuning into our podcast. We love having you here, and it's our mission to bring you all the latest and greatest tips, skills, and know-how to make you the best that you can be. We know that you have it in you, and we're going to show you how. Now, let's get started.
This episode is powered by Poddex.
Thank you for tuning in today. You are now listening to That Will Never Work podcast with your host, Maurice Chisholm.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? How are you today? I am pleased to say that we've been getting a lot of good feedback on our shows, and I thank each and every one of you very, very much. There's a lot of things or a lot of opportunities that's happening that I'm very, very happy about. And we are kind of in celebration mode. We're getting close to that 2,000 download mark, if you will. I think, we should all celebrate in that. That is an achievement that I had never envisioned. And some of that comes from working on myself, my self-worth, and not listening to what the critics are saying, or listen to what they're saying as far as, hey, you can't be able to do that, you're not going to be able to do that, or there's too many other people that's out there that's like you, so forth and so on. But guess what, though? I mean, at 2,000 downloads, I got an email about us rising on Apple Podcasts in Denmark, where we cracked the 200 mark, y'all. That is something to be proud of and to celebrate. A lot of times we don't take time to celebrate our accomplishments and our achievements. And I have to thank each and every one of you for that. Celebration does not mean that you're selfish. It doesn't mean that you're self-centered. You're just taking time to acknowledge where you are, who you are, and that keeps you motivated in your path or on your path to greater things. Now, some of us celebrate by, buying something. For me, for those of you who know, I have such an affinity towards Transformers. That was my era. I used to run home and look for that cartoon right after I had come home from school. So that was, or purchasing Transformers. That is my reward for just making me feel good and brings back some creativity and some youthfulness. And what is it for you? Some people, they celebrate by going out getting a new pocketbook, or they might go out and have a real nice dinner, spending time with family, whatever it is. I just want you to take the time to celebrate you and understand what your accomplishments are. To this week, it might not be, you know what, I sold $10 million in products. I mean, not a lot of people are doing that, right? But maybe you sold $10 in products, which might have been more than the $2 you sold last week. celebrate that. Congratulate yourself on that. Now, I'm not saying spend the whole $10 on something, right? Save it, do whatever you need to do with it, responsibly, but celebrate it in one way or another. Whether you need to sit down and have a nice glass of wine or whatever it is, celebrate your little achievements. And I said little for a reason. Because everyone is not going to understand what that means to you. So people are going to say to you little, right? But it's really big in essence, right? I don't care how little it seems is big to us because it is our achievement. So like I said little because that's what you're going to hear. But on the inside, it's a bigger achievement. People are going to say, hey, you know what? It's okay. When you going to sell $25? When you going to sell $30? When you going to sell $100? Well, you got to take little steps at a time, right? So take a moment to celebrate the little wins. That's what keeps you motivated. That's what keeps you on track. And let's not allow the noise, in one episode when we said, I had mentioned about asking to shut up, but sometimes you need to shut out the noise from other individuals too, so that way you can move forward. A lot of times it's hard for us to move forward because we get stale or stuck because of what somebody else have said. And they say, you know what? Let's do this one, you do this one thing very well. And all right, if you do it well, but now they're in your ear, but now you're stagnant. Now you can't move anything. You're not being creative anymore. So it was good for you to celebrate that moment, and now let's build upon that, whatever that is. Take the time to celebrate. Understand what it means to you, and don't overindulge in it, but celebrate the moments. Also, we're talking about from a achievement being, you got an award at work. That's fine. Celebrate that. You sold, like I said, you sold a product or a service, whether it was on the bottom end of what you had or it was at the upper echelon of whatever you had, service or product wise. Celebrate that, right? Celebrate your birthday. Take the time to celebrate that, or your anniversaries. Take the time to celebrate that. Celebrate your family. You need time to get away from the hustle and bustle because at this particular time, it seems as though life is shorter than most. And I believe that's because of social media. So if we take the time, because social media and the news just shows always, there's this dark and gloomy side of life. But we can create new moments and new memories where we're celebrating our achievements, no matter how small they are. Let's take the time to do that, family. Let's take the time to celebrate one another, but most importantly, let's take the time to celebrate yourselves. There's nothing wrong with that. So, again, don't overindulge. Don't make it a situation where even though you made a profit, but the profit now is no longer it puts you in the red. Don't put yourself in a place where it can be detrimental to your growth, but celebrate it and allow other people, which I believe is hard too, allow other people to celebrate you as well. Sometimes people can't take compliments, and just the way people are being silenced, but still don't take, be able to take the compliment. If someone says, hey, you did a great job, take that, use that as your fuel to move on. Don't sit on it too long, because I don't want you to say, hey, you know what, that's the only one I have. And you're not able to hear anybody else, but take that, hear that, celebrate it for a second, and then move on to the next. And I'm liking this as I close out. I liken it to any sports teams. If you listen to them, they talk about how they won the championship. They'll celebrate maybe for a week, go away on vacation or whatever else, and then they're back to the grind, right? So we're in that same space right now. Take the time to celebrate the little moments, i.e. your big moments. Celebrate it. Take time out for yourself. Recoup. Rewrite your vision board, your Post-it notes, your why not book as your journalingness. Purchase it today on Amazon if you need something like that to help you out, or write it down in your phone. Speak it into your phone or your tablet, and then move on to whatever the next piece is. So again, please don't forget to celebrate.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.
Okay, round 2. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Ah, sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right, ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hello, Saver. Whether you're saving for that trip to the tropics or saving for an emergency, now is the time to take advantage of Wells Fargo's savings options. Wells Fargo offers savings accounts that can help you save towards your goals. So, what are you saving for? Visit a Wells Fargo branch or wellsfargo.com/save to open a savings account today.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.